Hi, Danny.
Hello, Andrea.
How are you?
I am excellent. How are you?
I am great, thank you.
World news.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for joining in. This is going to
And
be on
for
both.
yeah, and they've been asking for this show. So thank you for liking when we do the world news.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we figured that, there's just a lot going on, to say the least, worldwide. We better get out here and read on it.
And read on it and try to keep a positive spin on it because it's one of the challenges that we have with world news is a lot of it is really, really dark. So we will try to put a positive spin on it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little bit of comedy in between if we can.
Maybe.
Just to lighten the moment. Well, that's
Does that mean we're going to read on George Santos?
any of those clowns.
Okay.
Well, that's a great reminder, though, that when all of us are looking at things, try not to look at them in an emotional light.
Yeah.
Observe what's going on and don't absorb it, because it's not going to help anybody. If we're all emotionally distraught, we have to be logically involved, right? But
Yeah.
not emotionally.
And it feels like, there's so much out there that wants to put us in fear. And that's the wrong place to be in, because then we are following their lead and we're not leading as happy warriors, happy light workers.
Right. Very good.
All right.
So today is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. And basically at the top of the list in the world news, I think we'll just start there. In no particular order other than this one being first, because it's obviously front of mind for everyone, is what's going on in Israel, the Hamas, and with the Palestinian people. All of those people together. Of course, we don't have sides in this. We are on the side of people. We are on the side of life and harmony.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're wanting them all to find a quick resolution to decades, if not hundreds of years old issues. Thousands. Yeah.
Millions. Anyway, yeah. So, and it's, how do you, it's all for me, my take on this is it's all about forgiveness. And how do you forgive somebody when they, destroy your family? It's not an easy thing to do. I don't know how to do it, but let's hope that, they can come to, it's just boundaries. That's what they're fighting over. So,
I don't claim to understand it all. I will never, because I haven't studied it. I'm not educated enough in the topic.
yeah.
So I can't possibly understand or know it all. But it's been ongoing for such a long time, and then highlighted again now with violence. I feel like the only thing that will stop it is love from all parties.
Yeah.
Those involved and those witnessing.
Right.
And how does that happen?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's throw some cards and see if something will pop up with how do they solve this? How do they
for everyone's benefit? Again, no sides. On the side of life, on the side of humanity, how does this get solved? This situation.
Does this get solved? Mm-mm-mm.
You know, I feel there's a lot of people on Earth who resonate with or I resonate with what I just said, like on the side of humanity. You know what I mean? There's so many people in all different religions or non-religions that feel that way. Oh, my hair's tingling. Um, just want everyone to be okay and to be happy, right? And to be alive and healthy. That's how
Yeah,
I feel right now. They're not, yeah. Hmm.
it. I mean, that's all. That's all we want, right? Is to be able to have a home that we can watch our family be safe in, um, and find some happiness. And I don't care what nationality you're from. That's what we all want. But there's a few. So, and it's this guy that is probably part of this, the King of Pentacles, who it's about more money, more money, more money. How do we stay on top? The cards that I got is the Page of Wands, new information coming, just a young information, and the Hanged Man taking a look at this from a different point of view. And again, how do we how? And I feel like, with this King of Pentacles at the end of my 3 card pull, it was, um, it I don't think there's any kings involved here. You can't have one person, one, one. It needs to be more balanced. And so I pulled my galactic heritage and I got balanced relationship. I got Black League patterning, and then pushing the envelope with Lyran. And I feel like it's what you were saying. We have to push this envelope of love, get rid of the dark pattern that we always fall back on,
Mm-hmm.
and do something different with taking being suspended a little bit, taking a look at it from a different point of view. And maybe this Hanged Man is just a suspension. Just let's get some peace. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard for me to read on.
I really was resonating with what you were saying with the Hanged Man and the other card in front of it. I think you said a youthful or a different view, a younger energy, a younger view. Because
Yeah,
my first card out is baby. So to me, think of the young people watching this happen right now because they're already so far advanced in the age groups before them that started these kinds of wars
yeah,
and hatred. Um, think about how they're viewing this right now because they're already far more advanced in their thinking about sharing the earth and one community and wanting peace.
right.
I think they're going to be the way to solve this because they won't carry it forward. I don't.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe it stops with this generation who's watching, the young
Mm,
generation watching, because they see it from a different point of view, like you were getting. They
right.
want this. They weren't, it doesn't make sense anymore.
And what I read on this, when I read about this, the people in Gaza are like really young.
Yes, I think it said like over half the population is under 20 or something like that there.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And, you have to wonder how does the average kid between 5 and 15 feel in the Gaza Strip and
Right.
they're seeing? And do they want that? No, I don't think the kids in Israel want this either. So maybe they're the way forward that will create a bond.
Yeah.
The second card I got was amazing. Native Americans. So this is going back to Native, Indigenous, First Nations people and how they lived with the land. Because the fight there
Right.
is somewhat about land, right?
Yes.
How do Native American people, Native people, First Nations people treat the land, treat each other like they share the land? Nobody owns it. So
Right.
that's a way to get back to solving this. And then I got this one, Eight of Cups with that big tiger.
Oh.
And I asked first, was it? I didn't quite get the answer yet because I asked if it's bringing in like asking like everyone asking their animal spirits to come in to help. Not getting that. Is it one? Do you get anything from the
Uh,
tiger?
I just it just feels like it's a lot about strength.
Yeah.
So with the Eight of Cups, if you're walking away from sorrow, um, and you can perpetuate the sorrow by keep doing the same thing and retaliating, but it takes a lot of strength to forgive somebody, and I maybe
Amazing.
that.
The pendulum was swinging, yes, when you were saying that. So it's going to take a lot of strength to get over the emotion of this. Like water cups is usually emotions, right? So this is extremely emotional what's happening now and what's been happening between those cultures for hundreds of years. It will take a strong emotional group of people to get over the horrific emotional toll. But
Yeah.
if they stand strong, they will.
Right.
They will get over it. That's how they get over it. They get over the emotion of the fight. This new group.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want to carry that historic thing forward.
Yeah, I think you're right. I asked after is is the young generation going to be able to solve this? And the first card I got was the Sun card, and I'm like, yay, awesome. Okay, all the other cards, maybe not so calming. I did get this at the base, the Queen of Cups, which is okay, good, good, good. But there's a little secret in the cup, maybe something they're hanging on to. Lot of loss, a lot of
Mhm.
heartbreak in the spread. I also got the Page of Wands again coming up in the hopes and fears. Hopefully, some young the young people will be able to throw out some new ideas
Hmm.
and spark some things. But it's just the fighting. It's hard. It's going to be hard to get away from it. But the last card I got, the Nine of Cups. It can happen. It can happen.
That looked like a lot of joy and letting go, right?
Letting go.
Letting it all go. And that's where the joy is. So if these younger groups figure out a way to let the historic stuff go,
Yeah.
it's really the only way forward for all of us. Doesn't matter what your culture, religion, where you live, your skin color, whatever. We have to find a way to let go of the past hate
Yeah.
in all of our backgrounds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And because we're not doing it, right? We're not, I mean, some of it is still active, but that's from old training.
Yeah. Well, and when you think about you know, past karmic ties, things that have gone on for generations in our lives, things that, well, there's certain things that, and I'm not going to say it here, but there's certain things, certain faults that I have that may be generational that
Yes.
go from my parents to my grandparents to my ET guides, take it all the way back there. And so we have to cut those cords and heal that past so that we can move forward. Indigenous shamanism practices really work.
Yeah.
They do that a lot. That's one of the things that they love doing. Well, not love doing, but they do. When I grew up as a Catholic, they didn't really talk about that much. They said, "Oh yeah, you got an issue? Go say 10 Hail Marys. You'll be better." Not really. So hopefully these guys are gonna let go of some of that past.
I feel, yeah, they're going to unlock a way to still respect and love their family, their background, their culture, their religion. Like this, I mean this for everybody. Everyone can still find a way to love and respect their history,
Right.
and then yet learn to be present and share and love everyone,
Right.
and share and not be in conflict. I I don't know what the secret sauce is for that, but that feels like
No.
it's the only way. Like, yes, I still respect and love my culture, my past, my ancestors, religion, whatever it is. Honoring, understanding it, but now it's a new day.
New day. Right. And in this new day, I mean, there are certain things in our past that we can't be so proud of, but we can be proud of a lot of things in our past and move forward to a much better place. And
Yeah, and that comes with the
by
understanding, because we all have ancestors that made a mess somewhere, right? We
yeah,
all do. It all somewhere leans back that some of our ancestors weren't perfect. Um,
some of my past lives, like
there you go.
like
Another
in
layer.
my lifetime, I go, oh yeah, remember when you were this type of person? Well, that's a past life. I'm not that anymore, but I learned from it. But
Yeah.
you know, I could be a little ashamed if I think about it, which I don't.
So it's an understanding. Maybe respect isn't the right, respect some things, but understand the other parts, and
Yeah,
then come forward in a new day, a new way.
yeah.
Ooh.
And I thought when this happened, when I first heard this, I went, is this something that's going to bring a lot of people together? Um, and I hope it does. I still feel like this is a little bit of a catalyst point, although in this moment right now, there's too much going on for it um, to heal. So I'm hoping that it's not all one sided, and that there is going to be some healing coming out of it. I think there is. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I think there is.
I think it's time. That's what it is. It's time for that. Maybe that area heals and is a wonderful shining beacon for the rest of us of how
Yeah,
to heal a situation like that.
yeah, yeah. And we read on Netanyahu before, and we didn't really see him as the solution for
Mm.
that healing. But I just it just feels like with Ukraine and Israel and Gaza that a lot of healing is going to come from this as soon as
Because
we can.
war just seems like such an antiquated thought. Like,
Yeah,
what? War, shooting, bomb, like things like that? No, not
yeah.
interested.
It's so lower level, and when you said that, I went, yeah, it's just so antiquated. It's stupid. Yeah,
That's why it doesn't resonate with so many people. It's like, no. And that's what I say. Anyone in these areas, it's not resonating with all of them.
right.
They don't want it either. We've seen Russian people speak out about what's going on.
Yeah,
We've seen the videos of them speaking.
right.
They don't like it either.
No, no.
But the
And you look at the normal families, people that are just working to get by and have their life. They don't want any of this stuff. So anyway, okay.
Ooh. So we were going to see maybe if other countries are going to get involved at all. Do we want to throw some
You want
cards?
pick a country and see, not a country card, but pick a country around Israel. Like, is Egypt going to take in refugees?
Okay, let's see about that.
It's Egypt.
Oh, and of course, this show is for entertainment purposes only.
Now you say it.
Danny and I are reading cards and crystals.
All
Will Egypt take in refugees?
right. Gonna open the borders. And this is, I think about all the people that are leaving their homes to come to another land for a better place to live. Nobody wants to leave their homes. They want to stay in their own country, and they
And
want to have
imagine you get a
opportunity.
message. You have 1 hour to get whatever you want to take out of your house. You're going to lose your country. You're going to lose not just your home, like you said, your country, everything. And we don't know where you're going to end up, where you're going to go, but you have an hour to figure it out and to get moving.
Yeah.
Or a day or whatever
Right.
whatever the time frame was.
Yeah, it was about like that. I think
I
they had
sat in that energy when I heard it, and I was like, that is like, I sat in it to see and how it would feel, and it was awful just to experience with those people, like, and again, not picking sides here,
Yeah.
not picking sides, just picking or just viewing an experience for humans.
Yeah. And next time you want to sit in that energy just to feel it, call me up. I'll tell you. It's
Well,
bad.
not to, yeah, I didn't want to feel it, but I wanted to,
No, I know.
I was trying to see it, and I was like, oh no. And then you try to
Yeah.
think, what would you do? Oh,
Yeah. And it's weird because I kind of think about that a lot because I live in earthquake country. And so what am I gonna grab if we get a big shaker? What am I gonna grab if the nuclear power plant decides to
yeah. So
rupture?
what matters to you? And that everyone should know that, actually.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
matters to you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it a piece of art on the wall? No. Is it maybe pictures or your family, who's ever with you, your pets? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's my alien tapestry.
Clearly.
Because that is a real spaceship.
Oh, Danny.
Okay. So yeah, that energy that's just so tough. And it's me and my wife now, no pets. So that's pretty easy to pick us up and go, but a family, yikes. Yeah. And the older we get, the less we want to move.
Mm.
You wouldn't understand that, but I do. Trust me on this.
Yeah, I just turned 21, and I don't understand what you're saying. Joe.
Well, that's because you are going to be one of the problem solvers for this new age planet.
Well, I can't argue with you.
That's a big responsibility.
It is the biggest.
And you're willing to take that on?
I am taking it on. Yes.
You are taking it on.
I have agreed to take it on.
Very good.
I hope everyone there is ready to help me.
I hope they're all
everyone
ready.
Watching, everyone on the world. Danny, you too. You're helping too.
Oh yeah. Sign me up.
All right.
Egypt. Are they going to be taking in some refugees? Are they going to help I just can't imagine. 3 cards. All right. I'm not pulling any more.
You want to go first?
Sure. Because I got happy cards. So I got the Knight of Cups. This could be the knight in shining armor. Let's hope he's not a false knight. I got the Knight of Wands. Yay. So hopefully opening up the borders. And then I got the Sun card. So yes, I'm hoping this isn't lightning bolts striking down all the people that want to go into Egypt for a little bit. But no, I don't see it. I just see it as yay, that yes, Egypt is going to help.
So I see Egypt offering military support and manpower, and also medical care.
Yay.
For a lot of people, okay, and helping them. These people are distraught. They may not have their cell phones and all that stuff. They're going to be some kind of intermediary. Is that the word? They're going to make sure these people can communicate to their families or communicate to the world. They're also going to, often when people are escaping, innocent people, some of the criminals might get in there too and hide amongst them. They're also going to look for the guilty people in those groups, in the groups of people, right? They're going to help. They're going to help. They're going to help. So I see offering a land change. So the leadership is going to say and then literally got yes and balance with the bullseye. So they're offering some kind of help. I didn't get any sense that they're going to do any fighting, but they will help. Their military aid might come in and help.
Right.
You've got 2 knights as well. That could also be military help.
Sure. Yeah.
But it didn't feel like fighting. It felt like support.
Right. I agree. I also pulled 3 on, is Israel going to turn on the utilities in southern Gaza? Because I don't know how that works. Again, I'm not that knowledgeable in that area, but it appears that Israel has control over the water because they do a lot of desalination. So they have control over that through power grids. And so I said, when you said, they may not have their cell phones, I'm thinking they did take their cell phones, but there's no power to charge them up. So I asked the cards, is Israel going to turn on the power in southern Gaza? And I got yes with the 8 of Wands. And then I got the 10 of Swords, but in this deck, those swords are birds flying away. So it feels like yes, this 10 of Swords card is not being stabbed in the back, but it's being freed a little bit. So let's hope. We both got yes. So
yeah, it felt good. It felt support to humans.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like fighting humans, like causing destruction. No.
Right.
Okay. Whew. And it's hard to imagine that we're watching it in real time. Like there's live streams of the skyline over there in that area and then you can see something like, oh my God, what kind of world are we living in when we're watching that live?
When did it start? CNN with the Iraq War. I was just talking about this to my friend. She has a 19, 20-year-old kid. And, he's a surfer dude. And he's like, it's so funny. Amber, I won't go into it, but she was saying, yeah, he's watching this on TV. He's watching a war on TV. And I mentioned, well, that's what we got to watch in the Iraq war on CNN. We got to watch all the
They did
bombs.
show that, yeah.
And it's like, it makes it like it's a video game, which I think is
That's
the
what I
wrong
mean. It takes away the it's a weird thing. It makes it not real, or I don't know. How can we be watching this? How are people filming this, and why aren't people helping? I don't know. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Not against the photographers doing it, but like I don't know. It's just very surreal, very
Yeah.
strange. And I just when you said her son is a surfer dude, I just had a message come in, and it was the youth, right? They're of the mindset they want to enjoy the earth. The older mindset is to dominate the earth, right? To control and dominate. Completely different. I got goosebumps. This is what the
Yeah.
youth is
Yeah.
like. This place is cool. This earth is cool. Let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the water, the mountains. Let's travel. Let's all see it and experience it. Whereas the old way of thinking is, I want to control. I want to own it. I want to have power over it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mm.
Imagine the whole world is like an amusement park, right? You can go and enjoy it. Instead, it's blocked and it's this and it's that. It doesn't make sense. It's an amusement park. This is an experience for our souls. Why aren't we
Well,
treating it like that?
you know, it is with all the emotions, with all the love and happiness and joy, but yet we decide to drill holes in the earth and
Yeah.
for so that a few can get really really rich instead of just hanging out on a wave hanging 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how much fun is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm staying in that vibe. I'm staying in the vibe of the earth is this huge park of enjoyment or whatever you want. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah. And just hang 10, man. Like, let's just have fun. Let's have a picnic at the beach. Everyone's invited.
Yeah.
Go swimming with the dolphins and surfing and whatever. Go skiing on a mountain, whatever. Oh,
Singing on,
skiing on a mountain
oh,
or
skiing.
swimming,
We're singing. I just
singing. Yes.
I just heard the hills are alive.
Ah.
That was you, wasn't it? Originally.
I don't want to read on any more sad stuff.
Okay, don't read on anymore. Let's read on fun stuff.
Well, the next thing we were supposed to read on
Oh.
was Russia, Ukraine.
Oh.
So we probably should.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that's been going on for far too long.
Way too long. And the U.S. has just given them some more weapons, which those who watch my channel know that I don't think more weapons equals more peace. I think
Nope.
it means more war. But, one of the things that Golda Meir said was that for most countries, if you lay down your weapons, you get peace. But if Israel lays down its weapons, they get, what did she say? They get run over or something. Yeah. So people just destroy them. So we got to get beyond this low level 3D
Yeah.
thing. But okay, enough. So Russia, Ukraine. Are these new weapons? What's the question? Are these new weapons going to turn the tide, or should we read on Putin, or should we read on what Putin and China were talking about?
What
Was
were
China
they?
going to help
Oh,
Ukraine?
China was going to help Ukraine?
No, I mean,
No.
help Russia to go
Okay,
into
let's
Ukraine.
check on that.
Okay.
Let's check on that first. Is China going to get involved and be on Russia's side against Ukraine?
Yeah, I gotta switch decks. Russia going to China to help in the war in Ukraine. Is Russia going to help? Wow. Well, I need some clarifiers.
Me too. This is very interesting. So the first card is racing against time. So that is Russia, Putin. He's running out of time, right? He doesn't have the resources to keep this going.
Yeah.
It's not going well. He thought it would be, one and done, and it's not, right? Dragging out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So he has has Russia made the offer? No, China's made the offer. China's made a seductive offer.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I just got to stop you a little bit because I got the Chariot for the first card. Russia is running.
Yeah.
And then I got the Seduction, the Lovers
There you
card.
go.
Okay, so keep going.
Okay, so running out of time and a seductive offer on the table. And then we have their leadership coming together. So are they going to get together? Yes. Now, this is this for Russia's? Yeah, Russia needs the support of China financially, all that. So what kind of deal did he's going to give them some land? Is he going to give them Ukraine? No. Is he going to give them what land? Or is he going to help them with getting, what are they after? Taiwan?
Yeah.
Help them in Taiwan? Is Russia agreeing to help them invade or do anything else also? So, okay. So it's some kind of agreement.
Yeah.
Where China says, or whoever, whatever they're negotiating, the offer is, we'll help you if you help us. You have to stand with us on this other stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a much bigger deal other than Ukraine.
Yes. Yeah.
Shoot.
So I got the Temperance card too.
This doesn't mean this is a good thing either.
No.
No.
No, there's some dark stuff coming out here. When you got the Balance, I got the Temperance in the near future, balancing things out. When you said Taiwan, I went, oh yeah, that's it. It's Taiwan.
As probably the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
What deck is that?
What's that?
What deck is that?
Oh, this is my Deviant Moon deck.
Oh, right.
It's scary.
It is, but the artwork is spectacular.
It's spectacular. So I got the Burden for Russia, and isn't China the rising sun, or is that Japan? Japan is the rising sun. Anyway, I did get the Sun card as a clarifier between Russia and their burden. They're trying to lighten up their burden a little bit, so they are going to get some help from China. I'm pulling some clarifiers if I can. Is this going to be about? Is this going to prolong the war in Ukraine? Is this going to prolong the war in Ukraine? That's what I want to ask, because it's clear that my reading is, yeah, that they are helping them. Oh, well, since I'm using your cards, you can help decipher it. I got the Star card. I got the Balance card again. So this is all about balance. And then I got Scrunchy Face. So I'm saying yes.
I think what it's looking like, and hopefully this isn't it, but this is what it looks like, is they make an agreement. China backs up Russia, and they both go into Ukraine.
Ooh. Both into you. Oh, that would be.
China and Russia get together and go into Ukraine.
Ooh.
The Ukraine become property of China? No. Does it become property of Russia by the end of 2024?
Ooh.
I don't like that at all.
You need to get a new pendulum.
I hope I'm wrong, but I'll tell you what, I got that, I often have conversations with the pendulum. China's actually the one thing everyone has to watch out for.
Yeah.
China is not China, all of China, obviously, but the current government is trying to do a complete takeover of everything. And they will fool people like Putin and 45 and whoever else into believing that they're all going to be world leaders with them, and they won't be.
Yeah.
They will use them, and then they will not need them anymore.
Right. Let's look at hang on, let me I've got to ask my pendulum, because mine's not broken like yours.
Yeah, I hope I got the wrong phone call there.
Yeah. Is China gonna go into Ukraine? Oh crap. Okay, clear please. Is Russia going to take over Ukraine by the end of 2024? My pendulum's broken too. I don't like this.
I asked if there's going to be like mass casualties. I get a no. So it just might be so much military strength that they won't, they'll just
Yeah.
march in and take over. They're not going to have to do anything, right? Just by volume.
Oh my God. That can't, I'm just hoping we're not asking the right question.
That's true. We could be, we could be asking it the wrong way. And let's hope that's the case. This is why Danny and I don't like to do this show when it's times like this.
Yeah. It's hard.
It is.
I think, okay, my intuitive hit is that something is going to, that may be the plan now, that they're working on. But my intuitive hit is that something's going to come up that's going to prevent that from happening. That there's going to be some kind of surprise. Is there going to be a surprise that keeps Ukraine a country? Is there going to be a surprise? Keep you
I mean, that's if they go in and occupy Ukraine, China, and Russia together, that's going to cause a whole world of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I asked, is there going to be a surprise? I got Temperance, which is no surprise. It's a balance card. But I got the Emperor card. And with this Emperor card, he's stepping on the devil. And I went, interesting. Who's the red devil? Is Russia gonna like kind of squeeze and do something wrong to China, like piss him off a little bit? And then I got the Eight of Pentacles, just a lot of hard work coming at it. And they're burning up a lot of money doing this.
Money, resources, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And world patience as well, because no one's interested in this.
No. No. So, yeah, I think we got to watch out for China. Yeah,
obviously not the people.
Not the people.
Not saying the people, but the current leadership ideals we have to be watching out for.
And it's always, these leaders that are whack jobs that are causing all the problems for the general population. Because leaders are going to be safe. They're not missing any caviar. They're not suffering at all.
In the old days, real old days, didn't like kings get on the battlefield with their armies?
Yeah.
Lead their armies into battle? Well, you don't see that too much anymore, do you?
Well, no, our leaders, to be fair, they have other things to worry about. I mean, a lot of them have bone spurs and bunions, and it's hard to walk on those.
Okay, a little bit of levity for us now. Are you throwing cards on something?
Yeah. But it's
what are you doing? What you doing over there?
and just wanted to see what you were going to say next, and I already know, so it's okay.
Let's go somewhere a little bit silly for a moment.
Okay. Philadelphia.
Yes. How did you know? Now, is Philadelphia the place where that guy plays on the football team and Taylor Swift is his girlfriend now?
Come on now. Really? Really?
I don't follow football at all.
That's Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, it's Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Never mind. Well, their outfits are red, and I know the Philadelphia Phillies, are they red? Their outfits red?
They are, yes.
So that's where I was.
Job.
That's the best I could do for sports connection.
Okay.
Okay. So Philadelphia baseball team, or who are we talking about? What are we? Danny, tell us about what happened.
Oh, well, now I have to look it up. Hang on.
And he's going to play. Can you guess the right answer?
So a Phillies fan.
That's baseball. Baseball.
I think it is. Yeah. Philadelphia. And some sports fan in Philadelphia. Yes. He and his emotional support animal were denied entrance to watch Philadelphia host Pittsburgh. Okay. So I'm thinking this is baseball.
Sounds like.
Okay. So what was the emotional support animal that was denied? Was it a pot-bellied pig, a cockatoo or an alligator?
Okay. My first, like out of the gate, I'm going to say alligator, no way. How does someone have an alligator in Philadelphia? And also, logically, of course, you can't bring an alligator into an arena. But that's probably the answer. Because America. So I would say cockatoo is a bird. And what was the other one? Pig.
Pot-bellied pig. They're friendly. They're really nice. They're little, except they're pot-bellied.
I think they probably let someone in with a bird. Probably. If it's, especially if it didn't fly, it could just sit on your shoulder.
And crap all over you.
Yeah.
Do you see these people? Have you seen people that have cockatoos on their shoulder? They got crap running all the way down there all the time.
That must be
like,
true love.
It's cool. It's my
I'm
bird.
gonna go pig, but because it's America, the answer is probably alligator, but I'm gonna go pig.
Wally Gator is
Come
the
on.
name of the alligator
Come on.
that was.
You guys never disappoint. You guys never, because Canada's perfect, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. How?
Well, doesn't one of your Canadian teams throw octopus on hockey rinks? Or is that Boston?
I think that's your side of the fence over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the matter with us?
Nobody knows.
I don't mind the alligator coming in. You know,
Of
chopping
course you
down
can't
on
bring an alligator. I don't care if it's a baby alligator or a big one. You can't bring an alligator. Snap, snap.
Well, maybe he's trained.
No.
Maybe he's well behaved.
And I have to say that I don't feel like Philadelphia is a place where alligators roam in their habitat.
That's true. They don't really have the environment for it.
But I just trust that that person loves their alligator and they are taking care and that they're happy. The alligator is happy and healthy. And a baseball fan, clearly.
Clearly.
But just maybe not sitting where the fans are.
Well, and maybe he wanted to like intimidate the other pitcher or the other team.
Wait, I'm going to back this up a little bit further. What's going on with you that an alligator is your comfort animal?
It wasn't me, number one.
I know. I'm just looking at you, though.
I have had an iguana for a comfort animal. I've had many iguanas.
Maybe that person feels like they need a lot of protection, so an alligator would be something that is intimidating, and so therefore they feel protected. That's interesting.
I could see having a pet alligator. I mean, look at the guy down in Australia. Well, don't look at him because he's
when he was. Yeah.
Yeah, but he liked alligators. It's okay. Don't be prejudiced. Don't be that way.
It's a bold move. Because that's the kind of pet that, anything could happen. Like especially people who have tigers and all that kind of stuff, like those animals, sure, they can be domesticated, but they're still a big wild animal.
Oh yeah. I am not saying that anybody should have a wild animal for a pet. Not saying that at all. Dogs and cats. I don't even know about goldfish.
No, I don't like fish tanks. I think, why can't the fish just swim out in the ocean?
Yeah. Because every time you see a goldfish, I don't know, for me, somebody will stick their hand in, like in a movie, they'll stick their hand in the goldfish bowl and eat the dang goldfish. And I go, why are you doing that?
It's a movie prop, Danny.
It's a little carrot. Wiggly carrot that they eat.
A wiggly carrot.
Speaking of wiggly carrots,
Yes.
what are we reading on next?
We're gonna read on some wiggly things in the sky, like an eclipse.
Ooh, eclipse.
So apparently there's a few, we're in eclipse season, right?
Eclipses, eclipses.
And there was a solar eclipse the other day, Sunday.
Yes.
And I felt, honestly, like I got a lot of information on Sunday. I had a very interesting chat with someone, and we both got a lot of knowledge. And then I may have chatted with you on Sunday, and not on
Maybe.
screen, but maybe in private. Danny and I maybe had a chat, and I felt like that was a powerful conversation.
Very powerful. Yeah.
So
And it was
perhaps,
day after, I think day after the eclipse. The eclipse was Saturday.
I don't know, but it was around that time.
Yeah, we got to see part of it where we were. We got
You,
like a 90%. Yeah. A lot of information that came out. And now we have a lunar eclipse coming up. So 2 eclipses almost back to back. Let's see what the galactics have to say about
all that.
So I'm going to be using my really far out spacey cards.
Nice. Oh, ha ha. That deck will never fail you.
It'll never fail. And
Whoever uses it will never fail you.
And I'm also going to, and it likes this question, whatever we're going to read on, because it's shuffling like, yeah. You know how sometimes when you shuffle, the cards just like don't blend? It's like, don't ask me that question.
Yeah.
Like reading on China and Russia going into Ukraine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't like to see that, and we both saw it, and hopefully it changes. Doesn't happen.
And just to let everybody know who's watching it, that was Andrea's question. That wasn't mine. That was Andrea. She was the one.
Danny wrote out the list of things we're reading on.
You took it to another level. Okay. What's the message?
Well, yeah, what's going on with these eclipses that are happening right now? Is there anything we should know?
We need to learn from them. What is the message from these eclipses?
I keep hearing portal, whatever that's worth. Oops.
Look I got a portal and something coming out of it.
Surprise, a secret. Secrets revealed. Ta-da!
All right.
Another deck doing right.
See, you're going to have to help me read this again because.
Show me, my child.
Oh, so I have female guilty with green. Help me out with that guilty card. And where I'm going, what I think I'm getting from this is that let me pull a clarifier on it. I think the other stuff is I think I'm good with it, but I don't get the female guilty green.
I was just wondering if it's maybe feminine divine energy coming in.
Yes.
To deal with those who are guilty, like bad.
Right.
And green could also be money, like corruption.
Well, female healing, yeah, or and I thought too, the money, the guilty money,
Mhm.
corruption.
Yeah.
Let me just see if I can get a little clearer on that, because the other stuff I got, I got. I don't want.
Ooh, I got a queen. I got a woman too.
Did
I got a
you? Oh,
queen of swords.
what
So we
kind of
have
woman is that?
it's my the little bunny deck I bought. Feminine divine energy coming in. I'm getting rest and relaxation. So people being able to be calm, or this energy's coming in. Calming, loving energy. Phobias upside down, a releasing of fears.
Oh, big, big,
Okay.
big, big, yes.
With this feminine energy coming in. Feminine.
Here's what I got with the guilty thing. Let me know if I don't want to interrupt you.
I was having a conversation. Yeah, go ahead.
No, but I really didn't want to interrupt you because I could see you were there. You were having a conversation. So now that I did interrupt, um, female guilty, heart chakra, love, and then the other cards that I got was the fall of a king, the fall of a leader, something new, and protection.
Ooh.
So it goes back to the green protection, earth protection. We have been guilty with our male leaders and guilty with not allowing the divine feminine to come through. That's kind of what I'm getting. The clarification cards I got were the Knight of Wands, again, very feminine energy in this deck, with the Knight of Cups, which is knight in shining armor. They need to be blended together. It shouldn't be one, it shouldn't be the other. It needs to be blended. And then the Four of Pentacles, which is um, uh, not not so extravagant, like kind of hanging on to things. And I feel like it's not using all of our earthly resources that we can grab. Ooh, I can grab more of this. I can grab more of this. Like having things a little tighter to the chest, holding on to things a little tighter. That's the money thing.
Holding on to what is dear to you. So like not just being frivolous with things, right? Like being mindful.
Mindful, correct. Yeah.
So I feel like this is these eclipses that are happening right now, whatever it is, how it's all lining up. It's ushering in some feminine divine energy to balance out the over masculine situation so that we can be, and then become harmonious, right? So that's very nice.
It's very nice.
And all my hair's tickly. It's all going dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Well, okay, just a little segue before I go into, you were talking about fear. Your hair is tingling? Hair doesn't, do you have feel in your hair?
Well, I guess where it connects to your head.
Okay. I thought maybe like you were really special and like
no, like I don't feel it tingling here. It's like where it's on my head.
I'm going, I don't have feelings in my hair, like because your hair is all gray.
Your hair's beautiful.
Blonde. But one of the things you said was what was it? Letting go of fear or something?
The phobia is upside down. So getting rid of fear, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And so when because I've been thinking about this a lot.
We're no more living in fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is such a huge wake up call. All this that we are witnessing today with Ukraine, with Israel, the Middle East, just all of this stuff that we're part that we're witnessing of. Um, I think it's important for us not to get caught up in the fear of it, jumping in and tapping in um, psychically too much to this, because then we get sucked down into that negative energy, and that's what dark forces want.
Mm.
We shouldn't be that. We should be lighter. And so yeah, and that's a challenge too, to stay on the light side and
Stay
not to get.
calm, centered, heart centered. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. We both got the green.
we did. That's amazing. So it's a good thing. Whatever's happening in the solar system or with us or the whole universe, this is ushered in a good time. Even
Good time,
though
better. Yeah,
it's heading us into a better time, even though it's rough right now.
right. And the thing with galactic information is their sense of time and our sense of time is totally different.
Yes.
Human time is based on what, 80 years, 90 years? That's our lifespan. But when you look at the planet, how long is the planet? How long have humans been on? We're like a grain of sand. So we take too much importance on this, even though it's painful. It's painful living here, but we have to rise above that
We
pain.
have to see it from the bigger viewpoint.
Yeah.
Right? Think about how long existence has been whenever it started. Where's
Right.
humans, like you can't even see that dot, like where
Right.
humans are in the line of existence.
Yeah.
Like the existence of the universe, the creator, whatever you want to call it.
Right. And the James Webb telescope, and I sent you this before, but if people haven't looked at the new galaxies that they've taken a picture of, it's phenomenal. It lets us see what we're just one experiment. So
Quite literally.
get above it. Don't stay in it. Let's rise above it so that we are part of the ascension, not part of the dark negative matter. Woo!
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, do we round out the show with a message from the ETs or like higher beings?
Yes, yes. We could stop here because that was good, but let's do
Even just a card, because it really kind of ties into what, it's so much bigger and much bigger understanding. Do our higher realm or other realm beings have a message for us? Is that kind of what
yeah.
This will be card of the day, but from from another viewpoint.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I know. I don't even know what yours is, but
Look at this. So it's basically what we were just talking about. We are on this huge quest of understanding, and we're starting to get some enlightenment now. I think we're going to start getting some answers as a collective. It is a large journey. That female divine energy is coming in. Blue is a throat chakra. I feel like they're going to be sending us messages with their throat chakra, and it's up to us to listen. And look at her quest ascension. She's going like this, and we're the kids learning. And she's be like, "Follow me. I'll show you."
Woo, good one. I got share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution expression.
You've got the voice, you've got the throat chakra too.
Right. Come right.
Okay.
Right. Come out of the cave. We I've been getting this message a lot that this portal energy is kicking us in gear for us to lead, and that we can lead in many different ways. We can lead by having a bunch of people behind us, or we can lead in our beliefs and just staying in the light and staying strong. There is persecution, but there is expression on how we express that. How do we express and change that word persecution so that it's more positive? I don't know. I don't know if that's something for me to even think on a little deeper.
Well, if all the light being minded people, whatever the right words are, come forward and start talking about what we all understand, there will be persecution, right? Those who don't see or hear it yet won't believe or whatever. So expression, perhaps it's how do we then communicate it to them with our voices, right? How do we explain to those who don't see yet in a way they can understand or
Right. Yeah.
start to tap into? Woo!
Yeah. So it's from what you just said that resonates with me a lot. It's you can't just throw something out and expect them to get it. It has it has to be expressed in a way that they are going to be receptive to receive it. So
Yeah, you have to consider your audience. You just can't say the same message to everyone and expect everyone to understand it. You have to say it in a way that those people can hear it. Like you have to
yeah,
speak to the audience. You have to change the message to suit the audience so
right,
that they get it or at least are interested in it.
right. And it's interesting because
Mm.
for me, I'm always like just be in the moment and say whatever comes out. And I think that in these days that well, even when I was doing it, I was probably too insensitive to a lot of things and not considerate. These days, you need to be a little more considerate, and it's just, yeah, I think you need to be a little more thoughtful and mindful as to what you want coming out of the cave. And I'm thinking, coming out of the cave, the mouth, come
Mm-hmm.
out of the cave. Anyway, I love this card because it's got the blue water in the background, and it's got the Giza temple, I think,
Yeah.
in there, and lots of stars. Lots of stars in there. Woo!
Ooh is right.
Instead of world news, maybe we should do out of the world news and just do ET stuff so that we can raise ourselves higher instead of getting into the mug. Who are you looking at? I'm over here.
I was looking at your 4 friends behind you.
Ah, eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Oh, all right. Well, that was a journey of sorts. Listen,
Was.
and it's great because it ended on a high note.
Yeah.
Um, and it will continue that way. It's some bumpy stuff in front of the world right now, but
Yeah.
it's heading in the right direction, and that is for sure.
Yes.
Yes, and it's
Yes.
all with us, all of us like-minded people coming together.
Right. Being strong and staying true to the path. Love it.
All right. Well, thank you, Danny.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
for watching.
everybody. I was going to say
You
this.
say it. Okay, you say it.
Well, we were saying it together, but you said it. So thank
No,
you all
you
for
say it.
watching.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.